Hello, everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of the Raw and Unseen Marketing Moves podcast, sponsored by Zamarco. I'm your host, Zohan, and I can't tell you how excited I am to finally bring this vision to life. This podcast is all about stories of people who took an idea, a spark, and turned it into something real. Something with identity, something with purpose. And today, we're starting strong with one of the region's most recognizable luxury voices, a woman who has shaped conversations in media, represented global brands, and built a personal brand that stands for confidence and sophistication. The wonderful Lara Tabet. Lara, welcome to the show. I'm so happy to have you here today.
It's such an honor to be with you. Thank you so much for having me, Lejane. Raw and Unseen is an amazing platform, not only for people's success stories to be shared with the world, but also the human journey of it. I think that's really important. So I'm privileged and honored to be here with you today. Thank you.
You so much. I appreciate it. So let's start off from the beginning. Beyond and without all the titles, how would you describe Lara Tabet to the world?
Lara Tabet to the world without any titles.
Yeah.
Lara Tabet is a simple Lebanese girl, born and brought up in Dubai.
That's nice.
The daughter of one of the most successful male entrepreneurs here in the region.
Okay.
I started off, I think it was when I was very, very young. I went to university at the age of 15. That was unheard of at that time.
Oh.
Because I started nursery at 2.5. Usually you start at the age of 3. So I graduated really early, started my career in hotel management, where I did 3 years in Switzerland, came back to work in the family business here in Dubai with my dad. He owns a chain of hotels around the world, including Dubai. So I joined the family business, did that for many, many years until I was taking a break one day from the hospitality industry. My kids were getting a little bit older. And during that break that I was taking, I got a phone call from the first English language TV station that was setting up here in the region, known as InTV, which later on became known as City 7 TV, asking me if I wanted to be a TV presenter. Whoa. And I thought they had the wrong number. I said, I think you've got the wrong number. And I actually hung up. They called me back again and they said, no, we've been given your name by several people saying that you would be ideal as a TV presenter in our channel. Why don't you come down for a casting and then you be the judge, whether you want to stay or not? I called my dad. He said, absolutely not, out of the question.
Okay.
Then I called my husband and he said, my husband's half German, half Lebanese.
Okay.
And he said, you know what, that really suits your personality. I think you should give it a try. I think you would enjoy it tremendously. Let me be the one to take you to the casting. I said, okay. So he actually took me to my first casting. A few years later, I had 9 shows of my own that I was producing and presenting. I've conducted 7,000 interviews with celebrities from all around the world, Arab cinema, Hollywood, Bollywood, prime ministers, rulers, kings, heads of states, etc., etc. Did that for many, many years until I decided to take a break from that because my kids were getting a little older. I'm a very hands-on mom. So I pick up, I drop off, we do homework, we have lunch together every day.
That's lovely.
So I decided to take a break. When they were getting older, they were doing the IB program.
Oh,
exactly.
that's
2 years
exhausting.
of very hard work.
Oh my God.
Very, very hard work. And during those 2 years, I started getting approached by different luxury brands from different parts of Europe, mainly Switzerland, Monte Carlo, Zurich, Geneva, saying they wanted a presence here in the region and they were looking for a brand ambassador, somebody to represent them, be their face here in the region, as well as do business development for them. And that's when I started taking on luxury brands from different parts of Europe. That's how I came up with my brand, Luxury with Lara, which is my Instagram account today. At the same time, I started getting approached by a lot of charity organizations from different parts of the world wanting me to do charity work with them. So that is also a large part of what I do today. At the same time, I sit on the board of many different fashion councils around the world, organizing fashion weeks, helping local as well as international designers showcase their collections to the world. At the same time, during COVID, I set up the first women empowerment platform in the region known as IWES, which is International Women's Entrepreneur Society, where I was interviewing 10 women from the region on a daily basis, promoting them, putting their interviews on YouTube just to give them hope, to tell them that, look, COVID is only here for a short time. It's going to be over soon. And we're going to be back to our day-to-day lives. And that's how I set up IWES. And today IWES is known as Leaders in Lattes because my partner in IWES is no longer in Dubai. She moved to Australia. So now we have Leaders in Lattes, which is doing extremely well. We have networking events for women, men, from different sectors, different industries every single week, once a week, where we gather all together, exchange ideas, communicate. It's an amazing community to be part of, and people from different parts of the world are joining on a daily basis. So it's proven to be extremely successful, and I'm really happy about that.
Wow, that's very inspiring, honestly.
Thank you.
And I mean, you said earlier that when you were starting off, it was an opportunity that came out of nowhere, right?
True.
And you just captured it. You did not just let it go. And that's like amazing, honestly. I know I can name like 20 people on the top of my head right now would be like, of course not. No, thank you. Bye.
Yeah.
So you just took it and you went there. Can you describe the first time you were there in the studio, or the first time you met with the people and they were talking you into it? How did you feel? How was the experience? How was your first shoot?
Absolutely. That's a great question. I've never been asked that before. I've had tons of podcasts, but nobody's ever asked me that. And I will never forget that moment, because honestly, it was terrifying.
Yeah.
So I walk into this beautiful studio in the Associated Press building in building number 4 in Dubai Media City. Yeah. Brand new offices, gorgeous, latest state-of-the-art technology, lights, sound, cameras, like the best of everything. Yeah. And they're like, okay, Lara, so this is the script. You're going to read from a teleprompter, and that's basically all you have to do. And I'm thinking to myself, I've been in the hospitality industry for over 15 years. I deal with different people from different walks of life on a day-to-day basis. This is looking at a camera and reading off a teleprompter. I was terrified just by the word camera. So I walked in, and I remember my heart was trembling. Like, I was shaking. I was so nervous. And I was trying my best to read and just stay focused on the letters, and just try to eliminate everything else that's chaos and noise in the back of my head. Yeah. And I made it through, and they were like, we love you. We want you to start. When can you start? I was like, look, I have only one condition, because like I told you earlier, I'm a hands-on mom. Yeah. I said, look, I can work as long as it's from 7 to 2. Those are my working hours. I have to drop my kids to school and I have to pick them up. If you can accept those terms and conditions, I'm in. And they're like, this is the contract signed, let's get started. And that's how it all began.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, in this fast-paced world, becoming a mom could be more of a limitation than just a blessing. People tend to think of it as this, this force that's holding you back from doing everything. So how did you manage to not, like, I know you were scared, but how did you manage to mediate these emotions while stepping into a new thing in life? How did you do that?
To be honest with you, at the beginning, it was a bit scary. I do come from an influential family here in Dubai, so I didn't want my kids to be in front of the camera. I didn't want my kids to be exposed. I didn't want my family to be exposed. I already had my dad that was completely against the idea. He was like, I will disown you if you become a TV presenter. You know, when you come from a conservative family, and I do come from a very conservative family. So, being on television already was a big thing. So basically just making sure that my kids were not part of it, and doing the best that I can to present 9 shows that I was producing on my own, and presenting. The only part I didn't do was the editing, and thank God for that, because if I had done the editing too, I think I would have not slept. It takes a lot of time to edit. True. And these guys were perfectionists. They really did a great job. So just being able to deliver the best shows possible with the greatest content, with the greatest individuals that I was interviewing. I mean, I was lucky enough to interview people like Richard Branson, Donald Trump, Donald Trump Jr., the King of Bahrain, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid, the ruler of Dubai, Sheikh Ahmed bin Saeed, the owner of Emirates Airlines, Sharon Stone, George Clooney, you name it. I mean, every celebrity that touched Dubai's soil, I was the first point of contact. Wow. I remember I also interviewed Khaled Youssef, Tamer Hagras, Hani Salama, Layla Alwi, Hala Sidqi, all the big stars from Egypt. Wow. And then we became friends over time, because it was regular interviews. We were hosting something called the Dubai International Film Festival here in Dubai. We did it for actually 14 years until they stopped due to many reasons. But I was part of that from its birth. So I did that for 14 years. So you can imagine the amount of celebrities that we were that we were interviewing every single year. So I hope that answers your question.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
And when you were choosing, you said earlier becoming a brand ambassador came later on, right?
Yes.
So how did you choose to, like, whenever you're actually going for a certain brand, what are the criteria that you look for, and how do you wrap your head around the whole thing?
Absolutely. That's a great question. So yes, there are many brands that approach me, and I do not accept to work with them for many reasons. I have to, when I want to work with a brand, I have to believe in the brand.
True.
Believe in what it stands for.
Yeah.
And I have to be true to myself when I do that. So I can't just get paid for promoting a brand that I don't believe in, or I'm not, what's the word? I'm not aligned to their values.
Aligned.
Yes, aligned. So we have to be aligned. And that for me is first and foremost. And that is why all the brands that I work with today, I've been working with them for 9 years, mashallah, which is quite some time. And they've been doing extremely well here in the region, because when I give my 200%.
Yes.
I give it all, or I don't do it at all.
Yeah.
And I've been lucky, and I've been blessed to be with the brands that I'm working with today. I'm really, really happy, and so are they. So
yeah, I'm so happy for you. Honestly, it's very inspiring. I mean, people whenever you're doing more than one thing at a time, you tend to get lost, and sometimes you feel like you're not doing enough, and then you just, you go there, and it's not a good place to be.
Of course.
So I love how you're well put, and you know that you're doing more than one thing at a time, but you're trying your best to just, do it and be there and be present, and just go home feeling like I've just done my best today, and this is awesome, honestly.
Absolutely.
So I also have one more question that was on top of my head and it just flew away.
That happens to me all the time. Don't worry about it.
Yes. So luxury is synonymous with Lara.
Thank you.
Right? So what does luxury mean to you?
Absolutely. That's a great question.
Yeah. I mean, is it an aesthetic? Is it like a...
Oh, no.
Yeah. So
it used to be aesthetics many, many years ago. It used to be the fancy car, the fancy home, the brands that you wear, the handbags that you carry, the destinations that you travel to, whether you're on a private jet or first class. No. Yeah. Today, luxury means the complete opposite. Well, not the complete opposite, but something completely different. So today, for me, on a personal level, luxury is having the financial independence to be able to pursue the business activities that I enjoy doing, that I want to be part of. And of course, to have the luxury of time to spend with my family, my loved ones, the people that I care about. Yeah. So for me, that is the true meaning of luxury, having the time to be with the people that I love more than anything in this world. And I think the reason that I work, the reason that I do everything that I do is to have that luxury of time to be able to spend with them. And of course, to have the financial independence to pursue whatever it is that I want to pursue, whether it makes money or it doesn't, but to be able to pursue any activity that I want to be involved in.
Of course. Yeah. And what's the moment that you were the most, I mean, you've achieved a lot, honestly, but what's the moment that you were the most proud of?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a good question. I never thought of that. There have been many incidents that I have been very, very proud of.
Of course.
I mean, if I go back to my hospitality career, I remember my dad gave me 2 weeks to fill up the hotel. It was New Year's, and I had to fill up the hotel, and I'm talking 6 restaurants and 400 rooms. Wow. And he's like, that's your mission. I know you can do it. And I had just graduated. Like I was in the work like a year and a half, 2 years nearly. And he's like, that's your mission. I will see you in 2 weeks, young lady. Wow. And I'm like, okay. And he was my mentor. So he was everything to me. I've been learning from him since the age of 3. He used to take me to the office with him when I was a little child. Like I've been learning from my dad all these years. We're 5 kids in the family. We're 2 girls, 2 boys, and myself. Okay. So he's the mentor for all of us. Mm-mm. So he's like, you have 2 weeks to fill up this beautiful hotel. And I'm like, I can do this. I know I can.
Wow.
And I did. So that was one of the first proud moments that I had in my hospitality career. Mm-hmm. Moving on to my television career, I brought a lot of amazing brands on board to the TV station that I had worked with. Mm-hmm. I was also approached by the production house or the TV the production team that was actually making the movie Don't Mess with Zohan for Adam Sandler, and they wanted me to be the leading actress in that. So that was another very proud moment.
Okay.
I still have the script until today.
Wow.
I had to memorize it and go to the UK, and we did the auditions.
And what happened?
The girl that got chosen to be the leading actress had more of an Arabic accent than I did.
They needed that.
They needed
okay.
and I didn't have that. So that was another proud moment. I mean, interviewing people like Morgan Freeman for me was huge.
I mean,
Donald Trump, of course, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed, at the horse races. There were many, many proud moments. I mean, no 2 days were the same. You would wake up in the morning and you look forward to going to work.
That's lovely. That is.
I mean, is there a feeling better than getting paid for something that you absolutely love doing? And that's what I did for many, many years. And I do that until today. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to shuffle and to be able to balance doing so many different business activities. But I enjoy each and every one so much that it really doesn't feel like work. It just feels like pleasure. And I don't think anything beats that, to be honest.
Very true. Yeah. What's the moment you felt you're so lucky? I know there were a lot again, but there has to be one moment where you felt like, God, I'm so lucky, and I hope I can live up to this. Like, I hope I keep on deserving this.
So lucky is, oh gosh, that's a very good question. I feel so lucky every day.
Of course.
I do. Yeah, I honestly do. I mean, I wake up every morning and the first thing I say, thank you, God. I feel so blessed. Yeah. And those are the first words that come out of my mouth. So feeling lucky.
Yeah, there has to be this one moment that you would never forget.
I mean, all the beautiful awards that I've achieved and received, I feel lucky each time I get awarded because it's always based on accomplishments and achievements. And I'm so happy that people recognize that. Yeah. That makes me feel really lucky. I mean, just 2 days ago, I received an award for the World Biohack Summit, it's in its second year. And I received the same award last year. 3 weeks ago, I received for being one of the top 50 women leaders here in the country.
Wow.
The week before that, another award as well from the Funun Arts for being recognized as one of the top 30 female leaders here in the region. So I feel lucky every day. I feel lucky for my family. I feel lucky for my husband. I feel lucky for the amazing kids that I have that appreciate me and make me feel special each and every day.
Yeah.
I'm lucky to be breathing. I'm lucky to be sitting here with you.
Thank you.
No, honestly, like I just feel lucky for everything.
That's a beautiful mindset.
Of course. We have to be grateful and we have to feel lucky and blessed all the time.
True.
Because God has been kind enough to give us the senses, the 2 hands, the 2 legs, the eyes to see with, and the ability to do anything and everything we put our mind to.
True.
So we're all lucky, I think. We're all very lucky.
Like in this fast moving world, you tend to forget how lucky you are. You just keep laser focused on what's next than just appreciating where you're at right now.
So
working towards what's gonna happen next, but then you just have to be present where you're at, and then you can move forward. So
true.
I love that you have that, and it shows.
Thank you. Yeah. Actually, I do remember a recent incident a month ago.
Okay.
So I'm involved in a lot of charity organizations, UNHCR, Emirates Red Crescent. We're known as Friends of Emirates Red Crescent, and many other organizations around the world that I support. So I recently hosted an event, and whatever donations we made, we gave to different organizations. And the feedback that we got was just so rewarding. That alone made me feel so lucky. Lucky that I was able to give and have a positive impact on somebody's, not one person, but many people's lives.
Yeah.
So for me, that is lucky.
Yeah.
To be able to do that, because not many people can do that.
True.
So to be able to do that for me, that made me feel very lucky.
That's beautiful to hear, honestly.
Thank you.
And can you tell me a little bit about your personal brand?
Yes, of course. Luxury with Lara is my personal brand.
Yes.
It is a brand that started nearly 10 years ago now. And it was when I was taking a break from television. The first brand that I took on was a brand known as Margie's Monte Carlo. It's the world's most luxurious skincare. They're available today in all the spas here in Dubai.
Yeah.
But I remember that first event that I hosted for them for their launch here in Dubai. It was at the Celebrities Ballroom. Well, Celebrities Private Dining Room at the one and only Royal Mirage, the original one and only Royal Mirage, the one in Sufuh. They have a private dining room that not many people know about. It is a secret hidden gem in this hotel.
Wow.
And it is probably, I've done millions of events, but I've never done an event of this caliber in a venue so beautiful. It's just beautiful, very stunning, breathtaking. And we invited the creme de la creme of Dubai's female society.
Yeah.
Everybody came and they experienced the beautiful skincare and they fell in love. So for me, that's when it all started. After the huge success of this event, I started getting approached by watchmakers from Zurich, watchmakers from Geneva, jewelry brands from New York, jewelry brands from LA, from Geneva, from Zurich, wanting me to represent them here in the region. And then it just kept rolling, even Italy. So it just kept rolling. One brand started approaching me one after another. And today, alhamdulillah, there are so many brands that I work with, representing them here in the region and doing business development for them, helping them get into locations that they wouldn't be able to do so otherwise.
Oh, okay. And do you feel like right now with the world evolving and everything, that personal branding is no longer a choice? Like, is it no longer something intentional? Everyone literally has a personal brand.
Absolutely. We have to have a personal brand. It's like having an identity.
Yeah.
Everybody has an identity. Everybody has an image to maintain.
True.
And of course, the brand that you see on social media is not always the real thing because we cannot, we can't keep up with social media all the time.
Of course.
So yes, having a personal brand is a must. It's a must. It comes, I think, naturally to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And portraying the best possible side of that brand at all times.
Yeah.
I think goes without say in today's day and age.
Yes, exactly. And if someone is just starting off their own personal branding, what are the most important core values that they need to have and the steps that they need to take to maintain that moving forward?
Well, you've got to be consistent. Yeah. Consistent, especially when it comes to social media. Consistent in posting on a daily basis. Make sure that you interact with your audience, your viewers, and give them what they're looking for. And clarity. Like, just be clear on everything. No gray areas. Just be clear, be consistent, and deliver that beautiful message, whatever it may be that you are trying to deliver. Whether the brand is a product or a service, it could be either or.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So I would definitely say,
just be like, try to be relatable and try to be consistent.
Consistent.
Yes. Okay.
Relatable, clear in the message that you're trying to deliver, and sustainable if you can, because we are in a day and age where we need to be sustainable to protect this beautiful world that we live in.
True.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah. So, I hope that answers your question.
Yes, of course. But I mean, for me, I would also say just fail.
Fail?
Yeah, like do it and fail and just learn from that, because a lot of people are just so scared to even start.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to look dumb or too much or not relatable enough or anything of that sorts. So I just want, like, I honestly at this point, the only thing that comes through my head when someone is like putting off their plans because they think they're not ready, just start, suck at it, and then pick up your pace and move on.
Absolutely. I think that's a great piece of advice. Start, because you learn along the way.
True. True.
Take that first risk. Start whatever dream, vision, goal that you have, and learn along the way. Because that's how we perfect it. By learning along the way, and the mistakes are part of the process.
True.
They are what make you who you are today. So don't have fear of risk. Don't have fear of making mistakes, and don't have fear of failing. Like you said. Perfect. That's beautiful. Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
And what's one piece of advice you wish someone had told you when you were just starting off?
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Don't be scared to take risks.
Yeah. Oh, I hear that all the time.
Don't be scared to take risks, because I'm such a perfectionist. I'm afraid of failing. I'm afraid of what people are going to say because we live in a society where we are judged,
Yes,
and
of course.
image and reputation is everything. You can't afford to make a mistake. There is no room for error. But I wish somebody had told me earlier that don't worry about all these things because everything does eventually fall into place as long as you take that step number one. So I wish I had taken that step earlier, but
no.
better late than never, right?
Yes. I was honestly going to ask you about that because I think opportunities represent themselves when you're ready. So if whenever we keep praying for something, but it keeps, not coming or being late or anything, it's because you're not ready for it.
True.
So I think the opportunity knocked on your door at the right time. So what do you think happened that shaped you the way you were and made you ready for it?
I think it's basically, well, like I said, my career started in the hospitality industry.
Yeah.
Dealing with people is not easy.
True.
Different people from different walks of life, and the hospitality industry. I mean, do you know who comes to the hospitality industry, to the hotels? The tourists. Some wake up in a bad mood. Some get into a fight with another guest at the hotel, and you have to be in the middle of it all, solving and settling everything down. So I think being in the hospitality industry for so many years made me definitely much stronger.
Wow.
And made me learn about different cultures and different people from different walks of life. And don't forget, here in Dubai, we have 220 nationalities. Wow. So can you imagine the influx of traffic at Dubai Airport coming to this beautiful city? And I'm having to deal with all of them. Running day-to-day operations for 3 hotels, not 1 hotel.
Perfect.
Here in Dubai. So that, I think, was my solid foundation and made me the strong girl at that time who I was, who ventured into the world of television. Now, world of television is slightly different. I mean, you have media trips where you would have to travel to Seoul, to China, to different parts of the world, promoting medical tourism or promoting different kinds of tourism to the UAE nationals. There again, you have to be strong. But if I hadn't had that solid foundation from the years of hospitality, I wouldn't have been able to go through the things that I went through or the things that I faced along the way. And then getting into the luxury brands, if I didn't have the solid foundation of my people skills, my communication skills in the hospitality industry and in the world of television, I would not have been able to help all these incredible brands achieve their targets and goals and get them into locations that they wanted to. And don't forget, in the world of hospitality, in the world of television, you make a lot of powerful contacts. Contacts that you think, I'm not going to need them. I'm not going to use them right now. And you honestly don't realize how important they are until you become a luxury brand ambassador, or you need to develop a business where you definitely will need to revert back to the contacts that you have. So I'm known to have, they call it the black book to die for. So the black book is the contact list book that I have.
Okay.
So I have one amazing contact the black book. The black book, which I learned to only use after I became a luxury brand ambassador, because I didn't need to before that. So all the different professions that I was involved in were preparing me for the next journey that I was going to venture into. And that's how Luxury with Lara came about. And there's also Arab Fashionpreneur, which is another platform that I set up, which also helps startups as well as established businesses take their business to the next level through hosting local and international workshops, conferences and seminars. Plus, we introduce people to investors, partners and buyers here in the region. And that also came from the contacts that I had in the world of hospitality, the contacts that I had in the world of television, plus my dad being such a successful businessman here in the region. It helped open many doors when I needed it later on in life. So every journey prepares you for the one to come, for the one to come.
100%. Yeah. I mean, if it came early on in life, I don't think you would have been that person to be there and impress everyone in the room.
True.
So it happened exactly at the right time.
True.
And you've like digital creation came later on, right?
Yes.
So was it just a natural extension of your work?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So being on television was being on a TV screen, but we also had a digital section for certain news that we were delivering online through YouTube and Facebook and other platforms. But then when Instagram became a thing, we had to promote everything we were doing on television, on Instagram. And that's how I came up with my first Instagram account, which was Lara Tabet Gallery. That was relating, that was basically for everything that we were doing on television, the different interviews we were conducting, different locations we were traveling to, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
And I did that for many, many years until I got into the world of luxury. And that's how the Luxury with Lara Instagram came about when I started working with the luxury brands.
Oh, okay.
So the digital presence has always been there, especially when Instagram became a very important tool that everybody had to have.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. What are the challenges that you faced when you started your own digital presence?
To be honest, having a digital presence, facing any challenges along the way, someone tried to hack my account once.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly.
That's the only.
Never gets old.
Oh gosh, it was a nightmare. I
Yeah,
lost.
of course.
My heart stopped. Like I was like, oh my God, my work. It's all my work.
Yeah.
Because what is our Instagram account? Our social media presence
It's
is
like a footprint. Yeah.
It is. It's all the hard work that we put in.
True.
So yeah, I had my my Instagram account try to be hacked once, and I think I would have to say would have been the only
most challenging.
challenge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And what's being a brand ambassador and the great woman you are?
Thank you.
There has to be, at some point, you were like underestimated, or you were not taken for the woman you are. So can you tell me about this particular moment?
Of course.
And how you dealt with it?
Of course. So, being a female in the Arab world.
Yeah.
And I started my career many years ago, not like, others, but I started a very, very long time ago. At that time, not too many women were working. Yeah. And I was underestimated many times in boardroom discussions or in meetings. They weren't the conversation was not directed towards me. It was directed more towards the men. I was just put on the side because I'm a female. But I handled it with grace and with respect, like I always do. And yeah.
I mean, sometimes you just don't have, your actions are the talk for you. Like you don't have to actually,
say anything.
Yes,
your silence can say it all.
Yes,
exactly. The way you handle yourself, body language, the way you carry yourself, the way you communicate, whether it's silence or whether it's verbally. They understood how I felt, and then I made it a point to my father, because he was the CEO, and I made it a point to him. I said, please, can you make sure that if you want me involved in these discussions, I need to have a presence. I need the rest of the team to make sure that they know that I'm here.
Yeah.
And he said, don't worry, consider it done. So it took some time. It wasn't resolved immediately. It took some time, and then we finally got there. But it wasn't easy. I mean, being a female in this part of the world at that time and wanting and being very ambitious. I started working at 19. So I was a very ambitious young girl that wanted to do a lot, and nothing was ever enough. Like I would wake up at 5 a.m. I would be at work at 7 when everybody would be arriving at 9. I was the first one there. So trying to lead by example, trying to, have a positive impact once again in every way. So it wasn't that easy, but we got there.
Yeah. I mean, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's a moment in your journey that challenged you the most that people would not expect by looking at your success?
So because I do work with a lot of beautiful luxury brands, whether it's fragrances, skincare, watches, I'm always trying to get them into the best locations because that's where they deserve to be.
Of course.
And I remember once I made a phone call to a family friend, a very, very dear friend, where I thought it would be easy, to introduce them to this brand that I have that is representing one of the clients that I work with. And I took the brand. Yeah. I shared it with them, and they're like, no. Absolutely not. It doesn't fit or align with our
values
with our values, et cetera, et cetera. And I was like, okay, but why don't you keep it with you? Like try the fragrance or whatever it is for a few days. Take some time to think about it. No, we're not interested. And the sad part was it was a family friend, you know? But anyway, no for me doesn't exist in my dictionary. We don't take no for an answer, not here in Dubai. No, we got to turn it into a yes. So the following day, I decided to go and meet someone else from within the same organization. And after meeting that person, it became a yes. So it wasn't too hard. But receiving that no was a little bit
discouraging.
Yeah,
of course. Yeah.
And we do receive a lot of no's. But don't be discouraged. Don't be disheartened. You know, try and make that no, turn it into a yes. Don't give up. Don't give up by negativity or by dealing with people that don't give you the time of day or a chance to prove yourself. Always try.
Yeah.
Always give it your best.
Yeah.
And don't take no for an answer. That's my philosophy.
Yeah, of course. I mean, if you want to do your own thing, you have to start getting used to all the no's, because
of course.
It might be a yes at some point. You just have to believe in yourself first.
Absolutely.
So you've been an icon to all these women around the world looking up for you. So what are for any female entrepreneur just starting off, trying to make it in this world, what would be the top 3 things you would want her to know at this point?
Wow, that's a beautiful question. Thank you. Thanks, Lejane. I would definitely want her to have a vision, to have something that she's passionate about. It could be anything, but there has to be passion. She's got to love what she does, because without a passion, she'll eventually get bored and give up. Yeah. So having a passion, having a vision, and having a dream, setting your targets, setting your goals for yourself, and doing whatever it takes to make those dreams, targets, visions come true. And that, of course, requires a lot of hard work, a lot of perseverance, determination, resilience, ambition. Yeah. Combine all of those and do whatever it takes to make those dreams come true, and don't give up, and don't listen to the naysayers that tell you keep your dreams on hold. True. Because I don't believe in keeping anything on hold. If you want to do it, you do it today, you do it yesterday, but you don't keep anything on hold. Yeah. Never wait for tomorrow, because you never know. Tomorrow might never come. So just make sure you make your dreams come true through all the above that I've just recently stated. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. That's a perfect answer. Yeah. I mean, you've lived in Dubai your entire life, right? I have. So what does Dubai resemble to Lara? And just tell me about, like, how do you think of Dubai in general? What do you think of all the evolution that's going on and all the new things that are coming up and all that? Absolutely. Absolutely. So yes, Dubai is home. Yeah. Dubai resembles my past, my present, and my future. I've been here all my life. It is the most beautiful city in the world. It is the leading city in the world. And I saw that many, many years ago. I remember when I was a child, I always used to tell my dad, I was like 19. I would always tell my dad, wait and see, Dubai is going to be #1 in the world. And he would be like, really? I'm like, yes, Dad, I can see it. I can see it from when I was really young. And a lot of people, when I would say that, they would look at me going, okay, you know, just nodding their head. Okay. That's okay. That's what you think. Look at it today. It is the leading city in the world. Yeah. I mean, you have all the millionaires, billionaires flying in from different parts of the world to be here. We have over 220 nationalities residing in peace and harmony here. We have the tallest towers in the world, the largest malls in the world. We have the best, the first, and the most of everything. Yeah, and this all goes back to the vision of the leader, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid, as well as, of course, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan as well. So thanks to them, we're able to reside in peace and harmony in the most beautiful city in the world. Yeah. You know, sleeping at night on that pillow, leaving your front door open or leaving your wallet in your car is not an issue at all, because you're in Dubai or you're in the United Arab Emirates. Yeah, that's true. So very true. I always say, I don't know if this is going to upset anyone or not, but I always say this is a city for the kids and the women. Yes. It's just, it facilitates everything for women. Of course. And you just have to be smart enough to catch your opportunity and just go after it, because
we have all the means needed in here
True.
to just do everything we need to do.
This is so true, Lajane. I mean, I don't know if you're familiar with the legislation, the UAE gender balance that was set up by Sheikh Manal bint Mohammed bin Rashid in 2015, which basically monitors the UAE gender balance between men and women in leadership roles, whether it's in the private sector or the government sector, and equal pay between two. Giving extra maternity leave, flexible working hours. I mean, the things that are done for women in this part of the world is just so beautiful. And this all goes back to the vision of His Highness, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid.
True.
Thanks to him, women are able to make all their dreams come true. We even have special funds that the government has designed just to support the Emirati women of the region. And that's why you see so many successful female Emiratis, whether it's, ministers of youth, ministers of happiness, women in many leadership roles. The first Emirati wildlife photographer, the first Emirati aircraft engineer, they're the first of everything. So thanks to the vision of His Highness and thanks to the support of His Highness to empower women in this part of the world, that they're able to achieve anything and everything they put their mind to.
Yeah, that's 100% true. And of course, we all can see it. Real estate is taking over all the world. So
true.
What's your take on real estate?
Well, real estate, we had a real estate boom in 2005. Then we had the recession, the crash in 2008 with Lehman Brothers crash. And then a few years later, real estate started to pick up again. But what we're seeing today, especially in Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates, actually Dubai and Abu Dhabi and different parts of the region, the 7 Emirates actually, is a huge real estate boom. The real estate economy is growing drastically. We have luxury developments. We have developments for everyone. I mean, whatever it is that you're looking for in the real estate sector, it's available here in Dubai. Absolutely. And the payment plans are just incredible. They make it so easy for everyone. So a lot of people are purchasing real estate here, but not only for investment, to actually reside in their developments, in whatever properties that they're buying. And that just tells you a lot about the country and how it's growing. And I only see it getting better and better year by year.
Perfect. Yeah, I do too, honestly. I mean, again, it's everything here is so easy to navigate, and real estate is just, it's different. It's there for everyone.
True.
No matter what you're looking for, you're going to find it, and you're going to find exactly what you need to do to be able to have it.
Absolutely.
It's facilitated. It's just for everyone, and that's perfect.
Not only that, the finishing, the materials that they're actually using in the developments, you won't find anything like this anywhere in the world.
True.
And that's because there are so many strict rules and regulations that they have to follow here in Dubai.
True.
So when the products are actually delivered, the final product looks absolutely amazing, better than it does on the what do you call those
plans? You mean like the plan itself?
Yes.
Yeah, true.
Better than on the plans. So it tells you a lot.
Yeah. True. So what do you think of the fashion industry and how it's evolving nowadays?
Absolutely. So the fashion industry has evolved tremendously in the last few years. I remember the days when we had to travel to London, Paris, Milan, and New York twice a year just to find out what the latest trends in fashion were. Even to buy a Vogue or an Elle or a Harper's Bazaar or Tatler magazine, we couldn't find them here in Dubai at that time. We could only pick them up when we were in London or any part of the world that we were in. At the same time, we had like 2-3 boutiques, which were multi-branded boutiques, and everything was available in those 2-3 boutiques. So it has come a long way. Today you have Dubai Mall, which has 1,200 retail outlets under one roof. The best, the most incredible brands. Actually, the collections that you have here in Dubai are nicer than the collections that you would get in Europe or in the US, to be honest. It caters more to our needs, to our requirements. So it has evolved tremendously. Plus the fashion weeks that we have here in Dubai, whether it's Arab Fashion Week, Dubai Fashion Week, Middle East Fashion Week, where you have these incredible designers that are flying from different parts of the world to come to Dubai to showcase their collections on the catwalks of Dubai. It tells you a lot. So it has come a long, long way. Yeah. And we're very proud to see that evolution.
I mean, it's just such a blessing that you've lived through all these phases, and now you can just say, like, the vision has come to life.
Absolutely.
You've seen it firsthand that it's
yeah.
happening right in front of your eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
You can say that again for sure.
So what's next for Lara Tabet? Any new exciting chapters you'd like to reveal?
Absolutely. So we just finished yesterday the World Biohack Summit, which I'm a brand ambassador for. That was incredible. It was a huge success. We had speakers coming in from different parts of the world just to speak about biohacking and longevity. We have the Longevity Wellness Week coming up next month. And then we have quite a few charity events as well in the pipeline. We have a few fashion events in the pipeline. And there will be a few brands coming to launch their products here in Dubai. So we're very excited about that. Plus, there's a huge magazine flying in all the way from New York to launch here in Dubai in January. So I'm very, very excited about that.
Well, stay tuned, guys. We've got some really exciting things going on. So yeah, hopefully they're all going to be exactly how you want them to be.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Lejane.
You're welcome. So if you could design your dream project with no limits, what would it be?
Oh gosh, I would definitely have a few. My dream project would be definitely to launch an entire skincare, fragrance, and makeup line, which I am working on at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So that is one dream project that I have. Another one is having a reality show, a reality TV show, but more of a serious one. Promoting Dubai for what Dubai truly is, not like the other shows that are available at the moment on Netflix. I don't want to name any names, but I think you understand what I'm saying. I think you all understand.
Loud and clear. Got it.
Exactly. So we want something that truly reflects Dubai and promotes Dubai for what it really is. The beautiful city that it is, the visionaries behind it, and to showcase the real Dubai to the world.
I mean, you've been you're raised here and you've seen it again firsthand, what used to be and how it is becoming now. So, I mean, this is going to be, I would love to watch this. Honestly,
Thank you.
It's going to be super interesting to watch.
Thank you. I'm in discussions with a few people.
Okay.
Where we're trying to set up something around this topic, and hopefully we'll have a pilot video first week of January, inshallah.
Ooh, excited.
And and we'll see where that takes us.
Of course. Yeah, I'm excited to see that. Honestly.
Thank you. Thanks, Lejane. Thank you.
So, Lara, who's your role model, and what would you say is your favorite quote?
Absolutely. So my role model would definitely have to be His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid.
Oh, okay.
I admire him and respect him in every way for everything that he's accomplished and achieved in such a short period of time, creating the most incredible city in the world in every way, shape, and form with such harmony and peace. I don't think anybody's able to do that. Yeah. So for me, that is definitely a true mentor. And I looked up to him and respect him in every single way. My favorite quote would definitely have to be Oprah Winfrey's, which is, behind every successful woman is a tribe of other women. Ooh. And that is because of my passion for women empowerment and because of the amount of women that I have empowered here in the region. It just resonates and it feels so close to my heart. Yeah. A few other quotes that I do live by are, treat others as you would want to be treated, and never judge anyone before walking a mile in their shoes. So those are a few of my favorite quotes.
Perfect. Yeah. Honestly, it aligns with everything you do, and it just reflects who you are. Lara, thank you for starting this journey with me. Your story is elegant, powerful, and deeply human. A reminder that personal brands aren't built overnight. They're built through consistency, courage, and knowing exactly who you are. Loved having you here today. Thank you so much for joining me for the first episode. Meant the world to me.
Lejane, thank you so much for having me on your show. It has been a true honor being with you. Thank you so much for sharing these beautiful moments with me, and wishing you continued growth and success in all your future ventures.
Thank you so much. I would definitely, this is not it. I would definitely love to see you again and have you here again with whatever is coming up and all the beautiful things you're just going to have to, venture in the future.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Wishing you the very best and looking forward to seeing you soon.
See you here.
Definitely.
Thank you, Lara.